Hi, my name is Daniel Oldham, and I'm a student at Boise State University pursuing a master's degree in educational technology. And this is my portfolio reflection video. My learners are either athletes or business clients. Each of these groups learn in unique settings ranging from one-on-one, face-to-face, to massive open online courses. This program provided me with an understanding of how to reach and impact my learners. This video will cover the three most impactful artifacts to myself throughout the program. They are my podcast, digital footprint Prezi, and my evaluation plan project. The first artifact that I'll be covering today is my podcast that I created in EdTech 513. This project was done as a learning tool for anybody either new to the gym or who just needed a reminder. It was a podcast about rules, regulations, and most of all, etiquette when you're in the gym. This is something that I felt was absolutely necessary for the group of learners that I primarily focus on, with those being my athletes. Many of them are either new to the environment or just very young and need to be taught how to treat the equipment, the people around them, and the facility itself. This artifact also very much helped me understand the tools that were out there. It was my first introduction to Audacity to help create the podcast, so I was able to voice over pictures, voice over and edit everything that I was trying to do, and for a better understanding of that tool and that technique to educate my learners on different topics. And it's something that I can put into use on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis with the different aspects of training in either realm that I work in, either in business or in athletics, depending on which field that I'm focusing on at that time. So it's a great tool to learn, and my understanding of it now is so much more in depth and more valuable than it was before. This project really helped me focus on how to impact the learners instead of just talk to them about different topics. The next artifact that I'll be talking about is the digital footprint that I created for EdTech 543. The digital footprint is a idea basically that everything that you do online creates a footprint and kind of a tracking back to you. I felt this was very important for my athletes specifically, but also my business clients. Business clients can go back and erase, change, and through their actions really edit their footprint. However, the athletes, being youth-based and trying to move on forward with their lives, a lot of times do things that can have an impact that they don't realize for a very long time. One of the main things that I ran into with several athletes was that they were posting things that could potentially lead to them not getting a scholarship as they're coming out of high school and being recruited, or moving from that position from the college ranks to the pro ranks, potentially having a professional team overlook them purposely because of some of the damaging things that they put on the internet, either not knowing or not caring. The tool that I used for this was Prezi, which is a great format to get a lot of information into one small area, but then easily navigated for all learners. So it's something that youth, adult, and everybody in between can really grasp, understand how to use the tool, as well as get the information across. For me, this was one of the best projects that I did because of utilizing Prezi. It was the first introduction that I had to the program and to the website. So I was able to learn it and understand it and then utilize it further into my program, and have used it several times in my professional practices now as I teach more and more learners, business athletes, and as I expand into more consulting areas. It's something that I will continue to use because it's something that I can use in the course and then provide them to take home, not only to utilize now, but continue to utilize in the future, and make sure that digital footprint is not something that is taken lightly, and the digital footprint is something that they are conscious of at all times, so that they don't have something to where they have to go back and try to fix an error when they could have just avoided the situation in the first place. The final artifact that I chose to include in this reflection video is the evaluation plan from EdTech 505, and I chose this mostly because it was the culmination of the program all wrapped into one project. Several of the things were utilized from previous courses, as well as the information that was learned in this course. The planning that I did for this entire project was something that I borrowed from Instructional Design EdTech 505 or 503. The learning material, when this was given up to the senior leadership, was something that was taken from Theoretical Foundations, EdTech 504. And then when I was teaching the material to the manager, that was the main focus and kind of the guinea pig for this project, was the taken from EdTech 522, which was teaching for adult learners. I felt like this project was one of the best ones that I did throughout the entire program. It was something that I felt very strongly about, something that I wanted to make a positive impact at my current work environment at bodybuilding.com. And some of the ideas and techniques that I used in this program have actually been utilized to create a better environment for the agents, the managers, and the senior leadership within customer service at bodybuilding.com. So this is something that I was able to take and utilize all the information, make a positive impact, something that everything that we've learned in these courses and in this program as a whole is something that we're striving for, is to make that positive impact, make positive change throughout our working environments, our learners, learning environments, and overall our life environments. Some of the things that I felt that were the most impactful for me were both the formative and summative evaluations. Before this project, I kind of felt that they were the same thing, and this really gave me a foundation to understand how they are different, when you would use them, and how you would use them for different projects. They are definitely something that I will take from this program and really utilize in the future with athletes, reports, hopefully publish papers and research projects that I'll be doing, as well as making for an even better working environment at present and future employers. As the program comes to a close, I look back at all the projects and courses that I've done and seeing how they have really made me grow as an educator and as a learner. Just looking back and seeing that you can be learning at all times with the new foundations in the digital environment. Every time you open a new page, every time you open an email, every time that you jump from one place to another, you're learning, and as an educator, you're impacting those people that are looking at those pages. So to constantly keep a vigilant look on, make sure that you're making a positive impact, not a negative impact. While a negative impact can last longer, it's not something that you want, because that negative impact will snowball into having great problems around the world. Everybody is interconnected through the internet now, so we have to take into consideration all those different impacts that could have from every corner of the earth. This program has made me grow so much through my writing techniques, through my writing ability, through my verbal communication, and most of all, one of the things that I struggled with and am still working on, but doing better, is through my audio communication. That's why I chose to utilize the podcast, and this video is another great example of what I'm doing with this. Having the opportunity to learn how to change the way that I was doing it to make sure that the information was impactful and accurate and professional all at the same time have been things that I've struggled with, and this program has given me an opportunity to grow and improve those weaknesses. I've also been able to learn how to have my strengths build up on my weaknesses, and then pull those up, and don't let my weaknesses pull my strengths down. It's been one of the greatest things that I've had, is making sure that as you learn, as you educate, the learner can teach you things as well. Not being closed-minded that while you might be the expert, there might be somebody that knows a piece of this or that might help the entire course. So really this course has helped me, or this program has helped me understand that the learners can also be the teachers. So it's a give and take relationship. And I think that is the most impactful thing that I've learned from this entire process, is understanding the students, letting the students understand you, and feeding off of each other to make it the most positive environment that you can.